greater, in the cold water or the hot water? Don't, wait a minute, no, don't just shriek something out. Take a minute to think and play a minute, and as you're playing with moving back and forth, think about that and talk about that. When is the air pressure greater, in the hot water or the cold water? Nope, don't put your hand up. Talk to each other about it. And tell each other why. Why? Why is the air pressure greater in the hot water?
The warm air goes on.
When would the air molecules be under more pressure? Remember when we got on that carpet and we were all squished together?
We got hotter.
Yeah, but when we got hotter, we wanted to move out. So when were you under more pressure? When you were all squished together or when you were spread out?
Spread out.
So where would you have higher air pressure, cold or hot? So when is the air under more pressure? So what did you guys decide? When is the air under more pressure, in the cold or the hot?
And the hot.
Why do you think so?
Because the hot is bigger than blow up because it expands.
Now, if I were coming up to you and like pushing on you, would you feel pressure and stress? So what about if you moved away from me? Would you be getting away from the pressure and the stress?
Yes.
So think about that. Is the air under more stress in the cold water when it's all squished in there, or is it under more stress when it's spread out?
Spread out. When it's weak, you're weak, you can feel all of that, but because it's colder.
Okay, so now what do you think? Is the air under more pressure when it's cold or when it's hot?
When it's cold.
What do you think?
More pressure.
When is there more air pressure? When are the molecules squished together and under more pressure? In the cold water or in the hot water?
Hot water.
When are they all?
Cold.
They're all squished together and shrunk together. In the cold water, it's all squished together and the pressure is higher. What did you guys think about my air pressure question? Listen, is there more air pressure when it's in the cold water or in the hot water?
Hot water.
Okay, now look at what the balloon does. Put it in the cold water. Watch what the balloon does. It's all shrinking, and where are the molecules going? They're all squishing in together. They're all scrunching up tight. They're all under pressure. When you put it in the hot water, look, they move out and they spread out and they're not under so much pressure. So at cold temperatures, the molecules are under more pressure. Cold water, the molecules scrunch up together when the temperatures are cold.
It's starting not to work now.
All right. What did you guys think about my air temperature, my air pressure question? Are they under more? Is the air under more pressure? Is the air pressure higher with the cold water or the hot water?
The cold water.
The cold water because?
Because you told us.
But explain. Explain why. If I just told you, then you really don't understand.
Because the molecules are stuck in back into the bottom. They're tight instead of sprouting up.
So they're all squished in tight together? What do you think, Jeremiah?
I think when you put it in the hot water, they go up, and then when you put it in the cold water, they go down.
They're all scrunched in? What do you think, Tanaya?
I remember you said that when the molecules are up high, it's really cold because they're slow altitude, and that all the molecules are spread apart.
Okay.
And then when it was at the bottom, it's warm. It's really good, and then they stick really good. Okay, then. That makes sense.
All right. What did you guys think about the air pressure question?
This one, the cold air, because it's absorbing it in.
Say that again?
I think it's in the cold one because it's absorbing it in and just using more air pressure.
So the molecules are scrunched in together more in the cold water? I think that you probably...
That's what I think.
I think that I agree with you. I think because it makes all the molecules come back together.
Because how it's like this, and then once you put it in here, it like closes together.
So is that the cold water? Yeah. It comes in tighter. And when the water is hotter, it heats it up more, and the molecules spread out more. I think you're right. So did you hear all the discussion prior to this, or did you figure it out on your own? Either way is fine, because either way you're trying to learn.
I have a good question.
Yes?
When you take the bottle up, it's skinny. When you do like that, it's really big. Because the water magnifies it. And Miss Kelly told us that the bottle, it melted. In the hot water.